drive by them from time to time without thinking twice about it. Women and young girls walking a life of exploitation, deceit, and sadness.
It still haunts me.
It's a life a woman we'll call Kim wishes she could forget. We talked to her on the streets she visits to try to rescue young women selling their bodies. Still fearful, she asked us to conceal her identity.
I'm sorry, this is hard for me.
For Kim, it's a life she says she was forced into.
Here's this one guy that says that I'm beautiful, and I believed him. I didn't realize I was going to be a slave.
Kim was a teenager when she met that mysterious man in Dallas. She fell for him, but their romance quickly turned into something much more sinister.
Sometimes you think you're in love, and it may not be, and sometimes it clouds your judgment. Never imagined that I was actually used as a slave.
Over the course of 2 years, Kim says she was raped, starved, beaten, and sold for sex all over the U.S. and Mexico. Other girls as young as 8 years old were sold around the world.
And they were exploited, they were forced, they were coerced.
Kim says after becoming a madam, she sold herself repeatedly to a maintenance man who later helped her escape.
It's almost like you become an animal. You're being trained to basically to manipulate and to hurt other people and to be inhuman and not to feel.
But now she's using her inside knowledge to help the Dallas Police Department, which has already taken 600 girls under the age of 18 off the streets in the last 5 years.
We're going to go up to some areas that we know of where we have found kids.
In 2005, Sergeant Byron Fassett created the DPD's high-risk victim and child trafficking unit.
To make the invisible visible. Because every time a child runs away, they stay gone a little bit longer. They're exposed to more exploitation.
At any given point in time, Sergeant Fassett says 40 to 50% of the prostitutes on these streets in Dallas are children, most of them around the age of 13.
1, 2, 3.
A lot of these children are just looking for love.
And just last year, Dina Graves quit her full-time job to form Traffic 911 in partnership with Christian soldiers to prevent, rescue, and restore child slavery victims through outreach in Fort Worth. The children in this class are being trained because they're potential targets for sex traffickers.
We want to open a long-term shelter for these children so they have a place where they can heal from the chronic abuse that they have suffered at the hands of these pimps and johns.
The National Human Trafficking Hotline receives more calls from Texas than any other state. Dina says 15% of those are from North Texas.
We've seen such a transformation in the lives of the kids we've been working with just in a few months.
It's the kind of transformation that was 10 years in the making for Kim. But despite a new life with a husband and a child of her own, the past still haunts her.
For every child that I didn't get to help, I am haunted by flashbacks, and it will never go away. And I hate myself for it.
Sana Sayed, CBS 11 News.